Hi there, and welcome to another fabulous episode of Famous Interviews with Famous People. I am your wonderful host, Devin Shotsky. And today we have a very special interview. A legend, a true icon, the King. Welcome, King.
Well, greetings, Lord Shotsky of Devon, and God bless.
Now, you are the King, but what exactly are you the King of?
I am King of the Burgers. The kingdom of the burgers is mine.
If you're the King of burgers, then why aren't you a burger?
Well, the old king, he was a burger, but me and my army, we killed him, and we took the kingdom for our own. It was quite the coup, and now that I am king, the subjects love me.
Now, was it a quick coup, or was it rather long and drawn out?
It was actually quite a bloody coup. First we had to slaughter their military, and then we killed the king and lined up the whole family and executed them. I also executed all of those that thought they could oppose us. Anyone who thought they were going to stand in our way, we executed. We lined the buns of our kingdom with the dead.
That actually sounds very brutal, King. Very brutal.
It truly was, Devin. It truly was. But it sent us a message to our enemies. We were not to be trifled with. We were not to be toyed with. You were to bow down before us, or you would be laid low beneath our blades.
Now, do you have a queen?
I currently do not have a queen, Devin, no. At one time I did. But instead of bearing me a son, she bore me a daughter. The traitorous bitch, I had her executed. Although I am currently looking for a new queen, who could carry me a son, unlike the traitorous bitch before.
So you don't have an heir to the throne, King?
No, Devin, I do not currently have an heir to my throne. But do not worry, for the Lord God, He has smiled down upon me, and I know someday soon I shall have an heir.
Maybe your daughter could rule the kingdom.
No, a girl will never rule my kingdom. Girls are not effective leaders, you know. They do not have the cojones that men have. The ability to lead troops into battle and to spill the blood of their enemies upon their shoes. I mean, Devin, just think about it. If a girl were to spill blood upon her shoes, it would be the great mess. It would be a horrible mess. They'd end up having to go buy a new pair of shoes and completely forget about disposing of the bodies and properly displaying them to invoke the proper sense of terror and awe in their enemies.
But what about great queens like Queen Elizabeth I of England, or Queen Isabella, or Catherine the Great?
How dare you even bring up such an idea? In my kingdom there shall never be such a queen. I should have them executed immediately for even speaking such blasphemous things.
I'm sorry, Mr. King. I didn't mean to offend you. Please, I apologize. Please forgive me.
Well, I will have to think about it.
Well, while you're thinking, you said you had a daughter. Now, do you have any other children?
I actually have 3 daughters, but no other children. I need a son to take my throne.
Couldn't you maybe adopt a boy?
Adopt? He wouldn't have the royal blood. He would be a common riffraff, not fit to rule. My heir must have the blood of royalty in his veins, the true blood of the Burger King.
Okay, King. I'm sure you've made changes to the kingdom since you've taken over. Could you tell us of some of these changes?
Oh yes. I removed their democracy and installed myself as the only leader. I then raised taxes by 100% and made all males serve in the military.
Was there anything else you changed?
Oh yes. I am having a grand palace built for me outside the capital. It makes the castles of the world look small and tiny in comparison.
Now, King, aren't you afraid these changes might anger your people?
Let them be angry, for they know that I am the true Lord, the true ruler, the one that God himself has chosen to put on the throne of the kingdom of Burgr. It is through God's very will that I rule this kingdom, and its people bow before me.
But they might try to assassinate you.
No man of woman born shall kill me. For God himself has reached down and chosen me to be his divine hand, his divine messenger, and the one ruler of the king of Burgr.
Well, King, what makes you a god?
Because what I want I take, and God has graced me with such power to do so. For with just my hand I reach for the very things that I desire, and grasp them firmly and pull them back into my loving embrace.
So you're not afraid at all of a rebellion?
The people, they know they could not possibly win in such a foolish endeavor, Devon. So why even bring up the thought of it? There shall be no rebellions. There shall be no revolts. The kingdom of Burgr is squarely in my control, and it shall be, as it passes from my sons to their sons, to their sons, to their sons. For all generations, the king of Burgr will be ours.
Well, King, we're out of time for this week. Anything else you'd like to add before we go?
Well, yes, Devon. Thinking about it, I have come to my conclusion. You will be executed on the morrow. Guards, take him away.
King, I...
Gag him as well. Well, thank you for watching, everyone. I will see you next week on the King's newest talk show,